Now it was a 70-mile walk from Nazareth to Bethlehem over a dirt road. Slowly Joseph led their donkey up and down hills, through valleys, around mountains, through rain, heat, mud, and dust. Quietly Mary sat, riding on the back of their donkey, and never complained of the road or the long journey. When they reached Bethlehem, they then had to make their way through the crowded streets from inn to inn, looking for some place to stay, until finally they found the kindness of this particular innkeeper for help. Joseph and the innkeeper had moved the animals of the stable, including Mary and Joseph's own donkey, so that there was a space for Mary to use as a bed. The animals stood nearby so the heat of their bodies would help to warm Mary from the cold. The innkeeper's wife had sent out some food for the couple, and the innkeeper was just getting ready to leave. He was holding the tray of what the couple did not finish to take back to the inn. The innkeeper looks at Joseph and says,
"Your wife looks as if she may give birth at any time now. If you need assistance, come and get us at the inn. My wife has helped many of our guests with childbirth while at the inn since we've been married."
Thank you, kind sir. You and your wife have our thanks. And God blesses both of you, I'm sure.
"Thank you. We greatly appreciate the kindness you have shown us."
You are both welcome, and I wish the accommodations could be better. When something better becomes available, I will make sure that you get it. Well, it's late, and I'd better get back to my other guests at the inn, so I'll bid you both good night.
"Thank you, sir. You have been very kind, and thank your wife for the food. It was hot and more than enough for the two of us."
You're welcome. I hope you have an easy night. By the way, what do you think it will be? A boy or a girl?
"It will be a boy."
You seem pretty sure. What if it's a girl?
Joseph looked the innkeeper squarely in the eyes, and holding his gaze, Joseph said, "I assure you, sir, it will be a boy."
Yes, I guess you are hoping for a boy. I hope you have a name picked out.
Yes, we have his name picked out already.
His name? What if the child is a girl?
At the same time, Mary and Joseph both said, "He's a boy." And at this, the innkeeper said,
I'll be going back to the inn now. If you need anything, do not hesitate to come and get us.
The innkeeper left the stable and headed back to the inn. He scratched his head and was astonished at the assurance in Mary and Joseph's voice that the child to be born would be a boy.
What makes them so sure that the child to be born is a boy? It could be a girl. It sounds like they didn't even pick out girls' names.
After the innkeeper had left, Mary settled down in the hay of the manger to sleep. The road to Bethlehem had been long, and the search for a place to stay had worn Mary out. Exhausted, it did not take long for Mary to fall asleep. Joseph had been at the entrance of the stable, looking toward the east. It was hours before dawn, but Joseph thought he saw a bright light on the horizon. It looked bright as the sun just before sunrise, but Joseph knew that wasn't possible. It was hours yet before the sun would rise. Joseph heard Mary softly sigh in her sleep, and he turned to where Mary lay sleeping in the hay of the manger. The animals were all gathered nearby her, the heat of their bodies keeping her warm. Joseph watched as Mary peacefully slept. He then reflected on all the events that had happened over the past time that changed their lives.